Morning, family. I got a feeling everything is gonna be alright. Oh, I got a feeling everything. Listen, God is a healer. He is a healer. You that are trusting God for your healing, you're believing Him for your deliverance. I want you to know that God is a healer. I don't care what the doctor have told you. Although we love the doctors, we got respect for the doctors. The doctors got the spirit of Yah in them. But I'm just saying, I don't care if you got a negative report from the doctor. God is the final authority. When Hezekiah got that report, when the prophet told him, God sent the prophet told him to get his house in order because he was going to go back. When the prophet left Hezekiah, Hezekiah did not. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Hezekiah wasn't ready to go back. So he turned to the wall and he cried out to his father. And he reminded God of how he was obedient. He begged his father. He begged him, right? He asked him for favor. God heard Hezekiah's prayer and sent the prophet back to Hezekiah. God changed his mind. And he told the prophet to tell Hezekiah that he was going to give him 15 more years. You understand? That's the God that we serve. Now, that woman with the issue of blood had her mind made up to touch Jesus' garment because of her faith. Jesus said, go in peace. Your faith has made you whole. But it was her mind being made up to activate that faith, because faith without works is dead. So although she had the issue, she had the manifestation in her body, the sickness was there. She had done gone to many doctors and spent all that money for many years, and none of them couldn't heal her. And so she made up in her mind that I'm going to try God. I believe that He can heal me. So therefore, I'm going to put my faith to work, and I'm going to go and find Him, and I'm going to meet Him, and I'm going to touch Him. If I can just get my hands on Him, I believe I'll be made whole. You see, in modern day time, all we got is the word. So how we do is we believe and we stand on that word, right? But this lady touched him, and Jesus felt the virtue go out of him. He felt his energy drain just a little bit. Little energy, that's what it was. When you see the Bible say he felt his virtue, it's his energy, his life force, his gifting, the power of God that he had in him, of his Father. Just like many of you, when you're praying for people, you can feel that drain. You have to get by yourself to be refilled. That's the same thing. But she felt that at the moment she touched him, she was instantly made whole in her flesh. Life is spiritual. It happened in the spiritual realm. Her faith. Jesus turned, and then she got afraid. He was like, who touched me? Peter said, man, all these people around us. What do you mean, who touched you? All these people bumping shoulder to shoulder. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he pretty much said. Because Jesus wanted to know, no, somebody touched me. See, he was talking about a different kind of touch. No, somebody touched me. They received something from me. I want to know who it is. He wasn't upset, but he wanted to know who it is, and she made herself known. Oh, Jesus said, thy daughter, go in peace, your faith. He said your faith. He didn't say I. He said your faith. You see? When you ask your little country bumpkin sister to pray for you, I bind my faith with yours. I speak life into your spirit to increase your faith. But it is your faith and your relationship with God that's going to make you whole. All you got to do is believe. All right? So, anyway, that was on my spirit. It was actually on my spirit yesterday, last night, to speak to the people, encourage the people that are trusting and waiting on God. Good morning, for their healing. But then I got sidetracked and I said, well, Lord, if you want me to say something, bring it back to my spirit again. And so now this morning, He's brought it back to my spirit. So I paused and took the time to speak what was in my spirit. So you that are trusting and believing God for your healing, continue to trust Him and stand on your faith. It is your faith that will make you whole. When my elder cousin was in a very terrible car accident, her car ran off the road. I don't think they found her till the next morning. This was several years ago. She was all broken up. I think she got ejected from the car, if I'm not mistaken. And she's older. She's my elder cousin. And she has faith. And her mother was a faithful prayer warrior. My aunt, my late aunt. And when they got to the hospital, they tell her, oh, she'll never walk again. She said, the next time you see me, she told that doctor when she was getting checked out of her, she said, the next time you see me, I'll be walking. Yeah. I guess the doctor said, that lady is crazy. I done told her she ain't going to be walking. She got broken. I think her spine or several places were broken. She said, the next time you see me, I'll be walking. Oh, yeah. And when I heard when it got back to me, I started praying. And through my day, I'm always doing something. But once I find somebody that's got faith like that, I'm always submitting prayers all throughout the day. Every time it comes to my spirit, because this is a battlefield. And the prayer of the righteous avail much. So that made me feel good to hear how strong she spoke. And guess what? When she went back to that doctor, she had her little cane, but she was walking. And after some months went by, she ain't got no cane. She can do jumping jacks. She can run and sprint if she want to. Still doing good. I think she should be if she ain't in her either her mid or late 60s. Yeah, close to 70s. Yeah, aging gracefully. When that doctor told my miracle aunt she only had a few days. Oh, glory. My miracle aunt, we went and bound our faith with hers. The Lord told me to speak over the body. The esophagus wasn't working, hadn't eaten in over a week or so, lost so much weight. Oh, from the looks of it, it looked like she was going to be gone in just a few days. But see, we walk by faith and not by sight. And we went and we joined hands and we prayed. God said he was pleased with her heart. And after we prayed and we spoke over that lifeless body, that next morning my miracle aunt was sitting up eating and drinking. Oh, glory. I didn't go to work that day. The Lord said, go visit her. I went to visit her. I walked in and she's sitting up eating and drinking. She said, oh, Lord, I sure thank you. That's the power of God. See, we all got to go back to our Father. And it's beautiful on that other side. I'm not afraid to leave this flesh in this earth. I get peace when I go back home. There'll be no more evil. You understand me? I'm not afraid to leave this flesh, but I have a work to do while I'm here. And I'm going to do it 10 toes down to the day I leave. Oh, glory. But while we are here, Jesus said the same works I do, you should do, and even greater. So why don't we see it often? Why don't we see it often? None of us is perfect. But I live to tell you, when we draw near to our Creator, the more closer we draw to him, the more his power becomes stronger within us. All he needs is a vessel. Will you be that one? Will you be that one? Oh, I got a feeling everything is gonna be alright. Be alright. Be alright. So anyway, you that are standing and believing God for your healing, he has no respective of persons. He's done it for me multiple times, and he's already done it for you. Stop asking and praying and begging. Start thanking and praising. It is already done in the name of Jesus.